Welcome to the second lecture on data science using Python. In the first lecture, I taught you how to open the Jupyter notebook, and I told basic commands also. I covered so many basic commands in the Python. First, open the Jupyter.org. Come in this lecture, you are going to learn about types and sequences. It's one of the very important. You have to open like this. Already, I told many times everything should not be complete theory. At the same time, practical knowledge is very important in all aspects. Whenever you are facing any interview, they are checking on the practical knowledge. Based on practical knowledge, you can gain more important points. First thing, you are opening the Jupyter. Click on File, New Notebook, Python. Uh, so what is type? If you observe my all lectures in my channel, Basic Python lectures, you will understand what is type. Type is nothing but data type. In previous programming language, like for example, C language, data type is there. In Python also, similarly, data type will be there. Int, char, float. Okay. First of all, you need to know which type of type is there. For example, you are giving variable a is equal to 3, right? You want to know the which type it is, right? Print type a. That is what is the meaning of this. You should know what is the type, data type. Okay, int, because if you are passing integer value to the particular variable a. Suppose if you are giving b is equal to 3.5, you are just giving print type b. Yes, float. Suppose you want to give any character, C, A, something, right? Print type C, string. I already told this point. Whenever you are enclosing single quotes or double quotes, it will be treated as a string. Okay, these things you should note down. Very important. Whether you give single quote or double quote, it will treated as string. I will explain the separate class on strings. However, you should know type. Type is very important here. And these are the basic things you have to learn, right? Types. I prepared some points I want to share with you, and accordingly, we will see what are things. Suppose you have to use the data type to return the object type. That means you have to use, for example, type 1 int type 1.0 float. If you are having any difficulty, you have to note down these points. This is very important. These comments are very important. And one more thing is type none, none type. So many types are there. That's why I prepared these points for your sake only. If you go through this point, if you go through these points, you'll understand totally what is happening, and you need to understand this all these examples. This is a string none 1.0 and underscore numbers. Everything will be treated as that type. Determine the type in Python. Okay, you need to know which type it is very important, and you need to understand tuples list dictionary. If you observe all my basic Python lectures, you should then you will be going through this, what is a type and what is tuple and what is list and what is a dictionary, and you need to understand the basic scenario of tuples. Tuple should be always enclosed in the parenthesis. So for example, tuple will be denoted as the left parenthesis a is equal to, and you are giving some values 1 comma 2 comma 3, and if you are just printing this one, it will be treated as even if you run this one, 1 comma 2 comma 3 will be printed. What is your main concept? You need to know the type, and you need to add this extension also. For example, a is equal to some 3 7 some 9, assume these values, and if you are just giving the print type of a, and what you will get this one now, class tuple. Tuple will be enclosed as a left parenthesis and right parenthesis. This is called tuple, and you need to understand uh, data structure also. It is immutable. Immutable means it cannot be changed. Okay. Suppose in this my example, I get all the numbers only, integers only. Now in this example, I want to mix these numbers and characters. Okay, and what you will get? Let us check this example. Is very important. I collected for your sake only. Just understand this one, and we'll see the output also. If you mix all the integers in the characters, then what you will get this output? Yes, print type a 1 a 2 b. Suppose you want to know this one, same thing again. I want to add this extension, print type x. Okay, and if you run this example, you will understand tuple only, because it's nothing matters. Whatever you introduce integers and whatever you introduce the character or string, just it will denote the type. It's very important to know. Tuple is very important. Tuple is immutable data structure where we know the type we use. Type is very important, and immutable means it cannot be changed. And now coming to the next point is list. Let us work on the list. List will be enclosed as the square bracket. You change this one again, square bracket. You give any numeric 1 comma 4 comma 5, and if you print, if you want to know the type we use, you need to write as print type x. Okay, and run this example. You will display it as list. List is, remember this point, list is always mutable, it can be changed easily. Take the same example again, and you print. Okay, let us execute this one command, run this program. You will get list only. What is the difference between this and this? Suppose you are just giving a print. Whenever you are adding print type of text, it will be treated as class. Whenever you are doing a print, it will be treated as only list. That is the main difference between that command and this command. So understand the difference between both. Okay, these are the important things you need to note down. If any difficulty in command, you can ask me anytime. I am ready to clarify your doubt. And our topic is actually a list only. Sorry, our topic is a type. Now, type in the type, these examples are covered. And next model is you need to append an object to a list. What is the meaning of append? Append means join. You are just concatenating. Suppose you are taking the x as this one. Okay, x1 this one, and just, and next one is you want to append the value x dot append 3.3, x dot append 3.3. Then we'll let us print the x. Then what you will get output? 1a 2b 3.3. Now understood? No? Can we check with the tuple now? Same thing. Can we check with the same thing with the tuple? What you will get? Just cross check. If you append with a tuple, then what will happen? If you append with a tuple, what will happen? Will run? We'll get error. So syntax error is there. No need to worry. You should give as parenthesis only. We want to check with the tuple, no? Please give as tuple only. Okay. Attribute error. Tuple object has no attribute append. Only list will support this one. Note this point. list only support the append, but tuple don't support the append attribute. Okay, note on this point and don't get confused. And let us test with the next one more example. You want to display the next line. For this reason, what you have to use? For loop. Okay, for loop. Suppose you are giving like this. Let us work with the list only. List is very important. We check with the okay, x is equal to square bracket 1 comma a enclosed in a string 2 comma b, and for you are introducing some anything for well in x, give the syntax as colon, and then next you have print v well. Okay, now run this example. You'll get this one. 1A to B. You will display the next lines. Okay, got my point. And just to focus on this next example. And you want to use the how to loop through each item in the list. It will display the next lines. Okay, and next you have to use the indexing operator. For this, you have to indexing operator means what? You have to use while condition print xi. Let us assume this example now. We'll work on this. I'm going to explain the logic behind this also. Yeah, I value is 0. First, when you are initializing I value is 0. Next, you are checking the while condition. You are familiar with while condition. If you are having any doubts, please watch all my basic Python lectures. What I taught you in the I displayed in my channel. First of all, you need to go through the basic Python lectures, and then you need to connect with the data science using Python. And you are using here in while condition. Whenever you are using while condition, I told you the syntax also. You are just opening the parenthesis, left parenthesis. If I is not equal to length of x, if this condition satisfies, it will print the print x of I, and I will be incremented. When it will increment up to this condition satisfy, if not equal to length fx, I is equal to I plus 1. Then what is your next step? If you run this program, one, you're getting the same thing, right? Why you're getting like this? That means you are already having the x values are there. 1a to b. Suppose if you are giving like this, what will happen? It won't display because this condition fails. It won't print anything. X not equal to length of x. You are having in list x is equal to 1a to b. If 0 is not equal to length, what is the length of x? 4. 0 not equal to 4, true. It will print 1 not equal to 4, and so on up to the b. Like that it will print. Okay. You are incrementing this with by 1. So this is the exact output. Next, how to concatenate plus, you have to use the plus to concatenate list. Okay. So with this types over, now we are just going to sequence. What is a sequence? Sequential manner it will be printed. Okay. For example, this is also sequence only because it will be going in a sequential manner. Main intention of using types is you need to know which data type we use here. And next one is you need to understand the sequences. Sequences also play an important role in Python. It is will be the flow will be performed in a sequential manner. For example, if you are using this one, every time you use a list only. If you run this example, you'll get the 1, 2, 3, 4. Why you are just concatenating this one? You are just appending this one. And next one is use asterisk to repeat list. Let us check this example. I collected all these examples. It's very important. You are just giving this 1 in list, you are multiplying with 3, 1 comma 1 comma 1. Why you are getting 3 times? Because you are giving this 3. Okay, this is very important. And what is the in operator? In operator is one of the membership operator that will plays an important role in Python. And the main important of in operator is to check if something is inside a list. If it is there, it will display Boolean value true. If it is not there, it will display as false. Right? I hope you are following my lectures. If any doubt, you can ping me anytime. You please practice this all commands thoroughly. True. Suppose you are giving here 5, and if you run this one, false. Got no? Every time result will be displayed in boolean value only. Result, we get result with boolean. And if it is present, it will display true value. If it is not present, it will display the false value. Okay, we need to understand this point. And in operator is one of the membership operator that plays an important role. And it is one of the sequence program in the Python. Sequence, we are just following a particular sequence. Again, coming to the point, string. What is a string? The string is nothing but it is one which we enclose in either single quotes or double quotes. That is called string. However, in detail, we'll see the next lecture. I'm going to explain this program in Jupyter Notebook. Please watch this program carefully. How I am doing, just observe the flow. Flow is very important, and basically, and at the same time, we'll improve the logical thinking. You are giving that this is a string that is will be stored in the object X, and you are just printing the each and everything. Suppose if you are printing x0, what is there in string? This is a string. If you are displaying x0, what will be printed? First one it will be printed t. If you are giving this x0 is 1, then what will be printed? Th also will be printed, but in the character. Will it print h also? No? Are you sure it will go to the next one? If 0 is to 2 means first two characters will be printed. If 0 is 1 means there only it will end. Let us test this program. We'll see the output. First print statement will be printed first one t. Second one it is going to the print next one 1. Okay. That is they will end there itself. It will start at 0th one and at the first one. That is before this only it will end. And next one, if you are going to the next one, it will be printed both th. Okay. Let us do this program in different ways. Suppose if you are giving like this, and if you are giving like this, what will come? 0 means any whole thing will be printed, no ending, because starting from 0, no ending. It will be taken the till end. That is very important to know. And 0 is the one, this is common only, no? And this is second one. It will end at the second one only, but it starts with 0. What will be printed? th. Okay. So in other words, I'm going to explain. This is the starting, and this is nothing but ending. You need to understand this position, where it will start and where it will end. Finally, it will print like this. Okay. I hope you are following my programs. And let us see this one x minus 1. Till now, we learned with positive 1. Now, let us test with the negative. How the negative will be done? Let us test here only. Print x minus 1. Minus 1 means what will be printed now? Last print statement G, because it starts with the last one. Okay, minus means last one. Suppose if you are giving this minus, instead of minus 1, you are giving minus 2. Then what will be printed? N. Suppose if you are giving the range here, minus 2 is to minus 1. What will be printed now? N only will be printed. Why? It will start from the last one and with the bit one. Last before it will end. The minus 2 is to minus 1. Suppose minus 2 is to 0. What will print out? Starting from minus 2, ending with a 0. TH. Only 3 statements will be printed. While last statement won't print, you remove this 0, you give run, ng will be printed, only last two will be printed. Every time you remember this point, positive means it starts from beginning, negative means it will end. Okay, that are the important things you have to see. Similarly, -4 is to -2. Let us test with minus starting -4, ending means -2. -4 means from last you come here again and test this output. Ri will be seen. Why? Only Ri will be printed because you are ending this second one only, because you are ending your second one. Suppose if you don't give ending, what will happen? It will take the entire thing. Okay, RING. Okay, understanding my points. If any doubts, you can ask me. If any difficulty in command or any concept, you can ask me. Okay, these are the important things you need to time slice. These are all depend on the sequences only. Every time slice. Suppose if you are giving x is to 3, you just test this program sequence second and a slice print, go to the next print start, ending will be 3, starting we don't know, that is what will be there. This is a string starting we don't know, but the 3 thi, yes exactly, thi will be printed because it is ending like this. You can do many programs and you need to practice a lot to understand this concept. And let us test with this one, first name last name. Let us test this one. Assume that, see, I'm giving my name. First name is equal to Raghu. Okay. And last name is equal to Praveen. Then I'm changing some little bit logic based on this model only. We'll see again. First name, last name is there. And next you are just doing this example in different ways. One second. Now you are just printing this first name and last name. Okay, first name will be Raghu, last name will be Praveen. Okay, your plus units you are concatenating this one. Why these single quotes are there? To give space. If you don't give space, it will print it normally only. That's why you have to give space and print first name into 3. Into 3 means it will be Raghu will be repeated 3 times and print. So I am changing again Sri. Sri in first name. You are just Sri. Raghu will be printed because Sri in first name there or not there. Then what will be displayed? False. Is in also membership operator, and if it's present, it will be displayed true value. If it won't there, it is just false. Okay. First name is Raghu, last name is Praveen. So first name and last name will be printed. Raghu Praveen. Print first name will be printed 3 times, and last one it will check whether it's present or not. If it's present, it will be said true value. If it's not present, it will say false value. See this output. Raghu Praveen, Raghu, and print 3 in first name. 3 in first name, false. Suppose if you are giving RA, true, yes, exactly. Matching. It will match the pattern. So you in this lecture you understood the types and sequences. Like this you can do many examples. One more model is there in this dictionary. Every time dictionary will be enclosed with its flower brackets. Let us take this example again. Let us take this example, flower bracket. Let us assume this is the book name and this book email address. This is the author email ID. You are just X Christopher Brooks. What will be displaying again? This mail ID will be printed. Suppose if you are giving Christopher Brooks means Bill Gates, that means here key value paste will be associated. Dictionary should be enclosed in flower brackets. These flower brackets play important role in uh, types. Already I told you what is type and what is a sequence. If you run this program, you will get this one as output, and you need to understand the key value paste. Okay. And one more important extension of this program is for name. This one iterating. Next one, if you run this program, everything will be printed. Only email address will be. I told you values will be printed, not a key. Only value will be printed. That value will be associated with this one. Okay, got my point. So like this, you need to finish all the examples. If you find time, it's better to practice. Everything will be similar, only cover the different models. If you find any difficulty in execution of programs, you can approach me. I'm ready to clarify your doubts. So today's lecture, let us end with some brief summary. What we learned in the second lecture, you learned what is tuple, what is the type of tuple associated with value variable, and tuples are immutable and immutable. Those are categories you learned, and you learnt list, tuple, dictionary, and sequences. Sequence means some particular sequential manner. You learnt everything. If you want to go to the next time, use for loop. You learnt membership operators. List. I'm giving overview of today's lecture. Strings can be enclosed either in single quotes or double quotes, and every time you have to use the list with the append only, and you should append will be not applicable to the tuple, only list will be supported, this one. And if you give the print means it will determine the which class, and if you don't give the print it will simply give us list only, and the class won't be displayed. So these are the important things you learned. Daily practice is very important. If you understand this one, you let us link with the data science very shortly, because with this data science second lecture completed, if you did not understand still, you can still approach me. I already taught you basic Python lectures in previous, and if you find in my channel, you can learn all the basic Python lectures and connect with the data science. However, if you learn something, then you can go ahead with this one. Okay. So that is about the second lecture, and thanks for watching. See.